Oh yeah, for the future of this term, I'm actually planning to do an election night, my first ever election night. But right now, I'm just going to do a prediction for 2024. This is a hypothetical against a rematch of 2016 between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. First off, let's do the safe states. Washington, probably Oregon. Oh, yeah, and for safe states, I say is 15% more. I'd say Oregon. Actually, yeah, I would think it would still be 15% for Oregon. California most definitely. I don't know about Colorado. Hawaii safe. DC, Maryland. Next, Delaware. I'll get back to, and Jersey, and Connecticut. Actually, should I? Actually, no, not Connecticut. I don't know, but actually, we'll we'll put Jersey. Yes, Connecticut is safe for Clinton. Massachusetts, Vermont, and main second district. Oh, New York and Illinois. Well, for Donald Trump, safe states, it's Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. I'd say Utah, since thing about this election, even though Trump's starting to rapidly get unpopular due to 1-6, Clinton is still very unpopular and has been out of the limelight for at this point for roughly 8 years now. In 2024, but yeah, I think she would do really bad. Anyway, she's not going to do that well. But anyways, though, Nebraska as a whole, second and the third, be safe. Kansas would probably be safe. Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, most definitely. And Indiana, sorry. But yeah, these are my safe states. Likely states, Colorado, New Mexico. Colorado has had a massive shift to the left recently, and now to really see Clinton and blowing it. Honestly, New Mexico, it's generally likely state, Democratic state, probably not going to change. What else? Virginia's likely. Delaware's Rhode Island, and I think that's it for Clinton. It's likely Trump states include Alaska, probably Texas at this point. Oh, and forgot, likely is for me is 5% to 15% between that. But anyways, Texas, like Clinton would probably, even though I've heard people claim that she would do much better with Hispanics, since she did much better in Hispanics, especially in Texas, more than Biden, she would not gain that support back. Honestly, she wouldn't. I don't. Honestly, Trump didn't really appeal that much to the Hispanic base in 16. And I think he'll try to to appeal to the Hispanic base much more than 2020. And he's Florida will go back to him. South Carolina, Iowa and Ohio most definitely. Then means second, which I'm assuming it's going to stay roughly the same because, I'm assuming that both of Nebraska's congressional districts remain roughly the same due to laws that they need 2/3 of the legislators to pass congressional districts, and neither the controlling parties in Nebraska remain don't have that 2/3 majority, so it's probably the districts are probably going to remain the same. But anyway, so yeah, lean states: Minnesota, New Hampshire, Maine, I'd say. Where else? And I think Nebraska's second as well. Nebraska's second. It has had a massive shift to the left during the Trump era, and I really can't see Trump winning it back, even against Clinton. Minnesota, I mean, the 2016 was sort of a fluke, honestly. High turnout wasn't very high compared to Minnesota standards. High third-party support at most of it, which went to Biden, and also like just a outstanding performance by Trump in this state in 2016. However, I think the Twin Cities area just has way too much power over Minnesota as a whole, and it's growing and going much more compared to the rest of the state, and also it's getting much more bluer. So I think it'll stay in the Democratic column. Maine and New Hampshire, I really can't see Trump appealing to that. I think he did well in these two states in 2016 because he was seen as a complete outsider who would change everything and didn't care like, and came off as more like secular, I guess. But he can't really do that anymore. He can't really portray that image to the New England at this point. So I don't think he'll do that amazingly well, but anyways, though, now we're here to the 8 states. That was that was considered the main battleground states of 2020. Actually, I lean Trump states. Florida, I think it would be just under 5%. I don't think it would be very close to Bush 04 margins in Florida, but Clinton would probably not gain a lot of the support in like Miami area, especially with Hispanics. I don't think she would do that. She would barely do better than Biden, and also I don't think she would do as well as in this like suburbs as Biden. She's just not as likable as him. She's just not. Also, North Carolina's likely. I'd say Georgia's likely, even though it's rapidly trending to the left. And I really don't think it's not because of Trump. And I don't think it's going to revert back because Trump isn't if Trump doesn't run in 24, I don't think it's going to revert back because a lot of these voters in the Atlanta area, number one, they didn't split their ballot for Trump, split their ballot for Republicans down ballot usually, and also a lot of these are come from like highly professional came from highly professional industries that are rapidly trending Democratic, like tech and the entertainment industry is rapidly growing in Atlanta, for example. But anyways, I think this would be like sort of a last hurrah for Republicans in Georgia for a while. But anyways, in my opinion, likely states, Arizona is likely, Nevada is likely. Yeah, I think Trump would do better in like the suburbs of Vegas, Phoenix, and Tucson than in 2020. And also Clinton, when we turn out of her base like Biden was able to, I guess. Or granted, actually Nevada's probably tilt. But yeah, Trump set is 2 electoral votes away, and I think he gets all of these states. yeah, Hillary is not a good fit for the spout, and I don't think she would probably be worse, honestly. Again, due to her being very essentially irrelevant for 8 years in 2024. But yeah, I think Trump would do just enough to hold on. But yeah, this is a hypothetical. Hillary Clinton will probably never get renominated again, and also Trump's political future is currently unknown. But yeah, this is the map I think will happen in 2024 if this scenario ever happened.